ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणां मदीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Bharata, along with the family, Praja, the ministers, and the entire retinue were very beautifully taken care. To that extent, even it astonished the very creator Brahma. Yesterday we saw in the 214th Doha. All right. We will now continue from there with the 215th Chaupai. मुनि प्रभावु जब भरत बिलोका सबल घुलगे लोकपति लोका सुख समाजु नहीं जाई बखानी देखत बिरति बिसारहि ज्ञानी, आसन शयन सुबसन बिताना, बन बाटिका बिहग मृगनाना, सुरभि फूल फल आमिय समाना, बिमल जलाशय विविध बिदाना, असन पान सुचि अमिय अमीसे, देखि लोग सखुचात जमीसे, सुर सुर भी सुर तरु सुबही के, लखि अभिलाषु सुरेश सची के, ऋतु बसंत बह त्रिविध बयारी, सब कह सुलभ पदारथ चारी, सक्र चंदन बनितादिक भोगा, देखि हर्ष विसमय बस लोगा, संपति चकई भरतु चक, मुनि आय सखिलवार, तेहि निसि आश्रम पिंजरा, राखे भाभिनुसार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। मुनि प्रभाव जब भरत बिलोका, भरत मुनि प्रभाव बिलोका, when Bharata beheld the sage's power, that tapobala, tapashakti is very, very strong, very, very powerful. सब लघु लगे लोकपति लोका, and all that power can hold all the powerful lokapati of all the 14 lokas. The tapas shakti is that powerful. Sukha samaju nahi jai bakhani, and look at that power when it was exercised. The amount of luxuries, amenities, comforts which just appeared is something that nahi jai bakhani, it cannot be described. Dekhat birati bisarahi jnani. In fact, Tulsi Dasi writes, even birati means people who have got vairagyam, when they see all this, when they experience, even that vairagyam may be forgotten. That wonderful was the amenities, the luxuries. Asana sayana subasana bidata. Asana, seats. Sayana, beds, very beautiful spread beds. Subasana, bitana, all the drapes and canopies and everything. Banabatika, bihaga mriganana. Banabatika, groves, gardens, birds, beasts, different species. Surabhi poola pala amiya samana. Very, very sweet scented, fragrant flowers. Poola, phala, fruits. Amiya samana, they taste like amrita itself. Bimala jalasaya bibidha bidana, many lakes and ponds and beautiful water, very fragrant, clean, wonderful water. Asana pana suchi amiya amise, the food that were provided, all the drinks in this sense, not the modern meaning of drinks, all those fruit juices, etc., that were supplied, all of them were of the highest caliber, highest character. Meaning very, very high quality, which were so delicious. It was like nectar, all those juices, etc., like nectar, amrita only. Dekhi log sakhuchat jami se. And then, when all the guests from Ayodhya, when they saw all of these, they started thinking, this much of luxuries are there for people who live in the forest? They were wondering. And the ascetics, when they saw it, they thought, what sadhana, what vairagya, like we can live all that and leave all that and live here. Sura surabhi surataru sabahi ke. Every quarters where people lived, they were supplied with celestial cows like Kamadhenu, like that. So many might be the cows of plenty, and then there are a lot of beautiful trees like paradise. Lakhi abhilashu suresa sachike. Wherever extremely good things are there, wonderful things are there which was not created by him, Indra becomes anxious. And his consort Shachi, her name is Shachi, Indrani, they became a little envious, jealous. Ritu basanta bahatri bidha bayari. And the season there around, that atmosphere was like so cool and soft and fragrant breeze flowing all through. It was such a beautiful atmosphere. Sabakaha sulabha padaratha. Everyone had experienced all the four, types, even the food. Now, for example, the food what they ate, all four types of food. That which is eaten, that which is swallowed, that which is drunk, and that which is licked. All types of food. What is that? Aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninan deham ashitah pranapana samayuktah pachamyannam chaturvidham. Krishna says in the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, he says, I only eat all the four types of food. All four types of wonderful food were provided. Sakra, Chandana, Panita, Dikat Bhoga. And then all luxurious garlands and sandal paste, and even women who were there to serve. Dekhi Harasha Vismaya Basaloga. The guests were so overwhelmed with the kind of luxuries that they have been provided. By whom? By the Acharya, out of his power, tapashakti. And they had a mixed feeling of joy and sorrow, it seems. Harasha, joy. Bismaya, one is wonderment, another one is sorrow. Why? Joy because of the unique hospitality shown to them. And sorrow because it is not permanent. They have to move on, isn't it? They are only going to stay one night there. So some of them felt, tomorrow we have to go, what to do? Sampati chakai bharatu chaka muniyaya sakhilavara. Very beautiful experience Bharatji had. He says, we have talked about this Chakravaka birds. Even at night when Chakravaka birds, male and female, are put into a cage together, the Srishti is like that at night they won't look at each other, they will go opposite direction and they keep wandering, worrying. That Chakravaka bird, both of them are put together in the cage. They could have been very happily living there. But what happened? At the night time, Chakravaka bird turns face and they don't meet each other at night. Similarly was Bharata's status, it seems. Bharatji, in spite of all the luxuries that have been provided, was like in the cage of Chakravaka birds, where the male Chakravaka bird was Bharata and the female Chakravaka bird was all the luxuries. He never enjoyed them. His mind was not there. Tehi nisiya ashrama pinjara rakhe bha binusar. He did not enjoy because his mind was fixed with Ramchandraji. He had no other thoughts in his mind. He only wanted to meet Ramchandraji, and therefore he didn't even want to stay. But because of the others, he had to stay at night. And he never wanted all these luxuries because all that would not entice him. For him, Ramchandraji alone was required. Nothing else. He just wanted to see Ramchandraji. Tehinisi Ashrama Pinjara, and which, that night, all of them were waiting for the dawn so that they could start immediately. Continuing. कीन्हनि मज्जनु तीरथ राजा नाई मुनि सिरु सहित समाजा ऋषि आयसु असीस सिर राखी करि दंडवत विनय बहुभाषी पथ गति कुशल साथ सबलीने चले चित्रकूट ही चितु दीने राम सखा कर दीन्हे लागू चलत देह धरि जनु अनुरागु नहीं पद त्राण शीस नहीं छाया पेमुने मुब्रतु धरमु अपाया लखन राम सिय पंथ कहानी पूछत सकहि कहत मृदुबानी राम बास थल बिटप बिलोके उर अनुराग रहत नहीं रोके देखि दसासुर बरि सही फूला भय मृदु महिमा गुमंगल मूला किए जाहि छाया जलद सुखद बहई बरबात तस मगु भयउन राम कह जस भा भरत ही जात सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। कीन निमज्जनु तीरथ राजा नाई मुनि सिरु सहित समाजा। Bharata and the entire retinue, they took Majjanu. Majjanu, they took a bath in the Tiratharaja, in the Triveni Sangama. Nai, after taking bath, Munihi Siru Sahita Samaja, they did namaskaram, they did prostrations, bowed their head in front of the sage Bharadvaja and the other Rishi Munis who were there. ऋषि आयसु असीस सिर राखी करि दंडवत विनय बहुभाषी। Bharata very reverentially, with all his devotion and love towards the Rishi, received orders and blessings from Bharadvaja Muni, Kari Dandavata, prostrating him, and he made his request to allow him to proceed further. Pathagati kusala sata sabhaline, accompanied by all the expert guides, all those Rishi Muni and even the villagers, they would have, they would have been ordered by Rishi or Bharadvaja Muni to guide them towards Chitrakoot, taking the guidance, and with the whole host they started walking along. Chale Chitrakoota hi chitu deenhe. He proceeded his journey and his thoughts was all the time directed towards Ramchandraji and Chitrakoot. Very interestingly, if you had remembered earlier, when Ramchandraji came towards Chitrakoot from Bharadvaja Muni's ashram, he also met Valmiki ji in between. We had seen. Here, Bharata skips Valmiki ji's ashram because of his total focus only on Chitrakoot, only on Ramchandraji. Therefore, Bharata skips that particular place. Rama sakha kar deenhe lagu. Rama Sakha, Guha Nishadaraja, he held his hand. Bharata. Chalata deha dhari janu anuragu. He walked along with Guha, and the way he was seen, it is like the incarnation of Rama Prema. Chalatade dhari janu anuragu. Rama Prema was walking along with Nishadaraja. Bharata was an incarnation of that Rama Prema. Nahi padatrana sisa nahi chaya pemu nemu brata dharamu amaya. Nahi padatrana. No footwear. Sisa nahi chaya. There is no umbrella. Premu, nemu, bratu, dharamu, amaya. What was that walking? It is nothing but an embodiment of pemu. Pemu means prema. Love. Sincere, pure, uncontaminated, absolute love. Prema. Nema. Nemu means niyama. Prema and niyama. Very beautifully one of the commentators had given. The prema for niyama is one version. Prema and niyama. He was disciplined in himself and he had that prema towards Ramchandraji, and he followed all the austerities. Bratu. Dharmo. Dharmo means all the austerities and reverence with proper discipline. Righteousness included. Amaya, very sincere. Maya, delusion. Amaya, there is no delusion. There is pure, genuine, truthful love. And then with that sincerity, he walked along. While walking, Lakhana Ramasiya Pantha Kahani Puchata Sakhi Kahata Mridubani. While walking along with Nishadaraja, very softly he asked, "Hey friend, Sakha, tell me something. Lakhana, Lakshmana, Rama, Siya, Pantha Kahani, please tell me about their wanderings in the forest. Please tell me, how did they walk? What did they talk? Where did they sit? Which tree, under the tree they slept? All that, please tell me. Narrate some stories. Keep talking about them. I can't wait. I can't walk so quietly. Please tell me. I want to listen." Rama basa tala bita pabiloke uranuraga rahita nahi roke. Whenever Nishadaraja told him that this is where Rama was sitting, that is a path Rama, Lakshmana and Sita ji walked, and all that, when he was narrating, this is a tree under which he rested, he sat, he halted at night. Ura Anuraga, with so much of love in his heart, Rahata nahi roke, he just could not stop. He was so happy, he was so filled with emotion. Dekhida sasura bari sahi phula. Even gods, celestial being, when they saw Bharata with that kind of emotion, that kind of love towards Ramchandraji, that anxious feeling, that excitement to know about Rama, they were so moved, and as usual, they started showering flowers from the heavens. Bhai mridu mahimagu mangala mula. It is said, the Devatas, even the Bhumi Devata, when she saw Bharata's love towards Rama, his commitment to go and meet Rama, to reach Chitrakoot, even she was so happy, and Bhai Mridu, she made the earth very soft. And also, all the flowers that was showered by the Devata, those flowers also made the place very smooth, it seems. And even the earth What did he do? He removed all the thorns and pebbles and stones and everything from the path which the Bharata had to walk and made it so soft and beautiful so that the trekking will become pleasant. किए जाई छाया जलद सुखद बहई बरबात. The clouds, chaya, it brought shadow so that Bharata would not become stressful, would not become tired. So, like an umbrella, the clouds came above his head and the excellent, delightful breeze, Bhat, beautifully kept on blowing so that that freshness would be there, tiredness would not be there. तसमगु भयउ न राम कह जस भा भरत ही जात. Look at that statement. The journey was so beautiful, so comfortable, so joyful. Na Rama kaha, even Ramchandraji, when he walked, he did not enjoy that much of comfort. Jasa bha Bharata hi jata. The way Bharata enjoyed the trekking, that beautiful. That is why it is said, earlier also I said, the devotees of the Lord is loved more than the Lord itself, it seems. I am not talking of now. We are talking of the devotees of that caliber, okay? Not the devotees what we considered ourselves as. We have got so many flaws. But the pure devotees are considered to be greater than the Lord itself. Here, Bharata is taken care of so much because of he having so much of love for Bhagavan. And in Ayodhyakand, we have seen earlier the Rama Mahima. And now we see Bharata Mahima. How beautifully expressed. Tulsi Dasi. Amazing. Continuing in the 217th Chaupai. जड़ चेतन मग जीव घनेरे जे चितये प्रभु जिन प्रभु हेरे ते सब भये परम पद जोगु भरत दरस मीटा भव रोगु यह बड़ी बात भरत कही नाई सुमिरत जिनहि राम मन माही बारक राम कहत जग जेवु होत तरन तारन तरतेवु भरतु राम प्रिय पुनि लघु भ्राता कसन होई मगु मंगल दाता सिद्ध साधु मुनि बर अस कहहि भरत ही निरखि हर्षु ही लहि देखी प्रभावु सुरेश ही सोचु जगु भल भले ही पोच कहूँ पोचु गुरसन कहिवु करिय प्रभु सोई राम ही भरत ही भेट न होई रामु संकोची प्रेम बस भरत सपेम पयोधी बनी बात बेगरन चहती करिय जतनु छलु सोधि सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। जड़ चेतन मग जीव घनेरे जे चितये प्रभु जिन प्रभु हेरे. Huge number of people and animate and inanimate, all of that saw Bhagavan, in the form of Bharata now. Instead of waiting for Rama, they are seeing that Ramchandra in Bharata himself. That was the glory of Bharata. Je chitaye Prabhu jina Prabhu here. They could not see the Lord now, but they see that very personification of all the qualities in Bharata. Te sab bhaye parama pada jogu. And All those who saw Bharata and the love for Bhagavan, his devotion, his reverence towards Bhagavan, those of them who saw Ramchandra ji, and now those who see Bharata, all of them were now fit. They have become adhikari for the supreme Paramapada Jogu. They become fit. Bharata Darasameta Bhavarogu. The very sight of Bharata, made them devoid of samsara. Meaning, there is no more janana marana in their jivana. That's it. They reach the highest supreme. That was the glory of Bharatji also. One of the reasons why Ramchandraji loved Bharata so much is because of his, unconditional love towards Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, a bhakta who has no difference between Bhagavan himself. There is no difference between Bhagavan and bhakta. That is the stage he had reached, Bharatji. Yaha badi baat Bharata kahi nahi. As far as Bharata is concerned, all these are not big issues. For him, his reverence is ultimate. He never thought of comparison. I am big, I am small, nothing. He had no thought of such kind. Sumirata janahi ramu manamahi. All the time he cherished the thoughts of Rama in his heart. There was no other thought for him to even compare or even think of. His heart was filled only with the thought of Rama. He cherished the thought of Rama. Baraka Rama kahata jagajevu. Even those people, it is said, who utter the name of Ramchandraji at least even once. There is a very beautiful bhajan which I had sung earlier also. It is a Kannada bhajan which sings Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme Midiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Midiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme. I will use this opportunity to sing that beautiful song entirely. Ra Yenu Manave Ra Yenu Manave Bai Teredu Umme Adida Madida Nodida Papava Horhayalu bidumme Rama Nama Umme Ma Yenu Manave Bai Muchi Umme Baralulladu Hadu Hoda Papavu Rama Rama Yenu Innumme Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme Girijage Shankara Bodhisidantaha Taraka Mantravanumme Nenedu ni Dhanyanagumana Rama Rama Yenu Innumme Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme Midiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Midiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme. What a beautiful song. Umme means once. Hey Mana, O mind. Medially Hridayada Veene. Let the Veena of your heart play the Nama of Rama. Open your mouth to chant Ra. Close your mouth to chant Ma. What a beautiful bhajan. And he says, Baraka Rama kahata jagajevu hota tarana tarana naratevu. Even if you chant once the Nama of Rama, it takes you Taraishyati avashyam, says Shruti. It will take you away from this, ocean of samsara. Elsewhere it says, Swayam Tirnaha. Meaning, it will take oneself to the other shore. And Parantaraishyati. Even other Tarayanti. Tarayanti means it will help others also to cross the ocean of samsara. How beautiful. Narada Bhakti Sutra says, Satarati Maya Salokan Tarayati. Bhakti, devotion, love towards Bhagavan will take you from this shore of samsara to the other shore of Bhagavan. Bharatu Rama Priyat Puni Laghu Bhrata. And when it comes to Bharata, see, some samsaris like all of us, if we chant Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji's name, that itself can take us to the other shore. What to talk of the very younger brother of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji, Bharata. As far as Bharata is concerned, he is so dear to Rama. He is so dear to Rama. And being the younger brother, Kasana ho magu mangala data. No wonder that being with him, taking the journey along with him towards Bhagavan has to be so delightful, filled with so much of love, so much of wonderment. Siddha sadhu muni bara asakahi. All the siddhas, accomplished beings, sadhus and saints and great sages also observed this fact. And then Bharata hi nirakhi harashu hiyalahi. All of them rejoiced to their heart to behold Bharata. And one more very important point. Bharata is the boat of bhakti that will take us towards Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. Therefore, all of them were holding on to Bharata to see Bhagavan. And for them, Bharata himself was like Bhagavan. That is the amount of joy he gave everybody on the way towards Chitrakuta. Dekhi prabhavu sare sahi sochu. Suddenly, Tulsi Das suddenly he wakes up, he says, Indra. The Indra Devata is very interesting, Whenever somebody is extremely happy, he gets a little jealous. So, now see, what a beautiful way of thinking. You should understand this, you should be in their shoes to understand the joy. Indra Devata became a little anxious. Why? To remember the previous stories, Ramchandraji was sent out to the forest for 14 years to encounter Ravana. Is it not? Now, Bharata has started to take Rama back to Ayodhya and make him the king. So, Indra Devata became very anxious because love is you can take it in two forms. One, love is the strength in all human beings when it is directed towards the higher. The same love, when it is directed towards the lower, it becomes infatuation, it becomes passion, it becomes lust. And the person loses himself in that. Whereas love turned towards the higher is the greatest strength. Now, Bharata's love is ultimate love, no doubt about it. But Bharata wanted to take Rama back. And Rama is very vulnerable to this kind of extreme love. He falls for that extreme love. False meaning what? He submits himself for that total. That is why we say, have love for Bhagavan. He will take care. Because Rama is so vulnerable in terms of when the bhakti bhakta has extreme bhakti, he will not see all the lower qualities of the bhakta. He will not see all the shortcomings of the bhakta. He will not see any other thing of the bhakta. Only he wanted to see bhakti. Again, if we can take a little from the Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. You give whatever, if nothing, one drop of water sufficient. Bhaktya Prayachati. When you give it with bhakti, Bhagavan cannot stop himself. This is where Indra had a problem. Now, Jagubala Bhalai Pochu Kahu Pochu. The world, he says, the world is very interesting. World is good for the good, bad for the bad, nasty for the nasty, evil for the evil. The world responds in that way. Bhagavan, now see, he runs to his guru, who Indra Devata runs to his guru, Brihaspati. And then he says, Trahimam, Pahimam. He runs. Guru probably must have been sitting in meditation and things like that. The way he shouted and went, he got scared and he woke up. Brihaspati ji. Gurasana kahe kariye Prabhu kusoi. He says, Prabhu, please do something. Rama hi Bharata hi beti na hoi. He says, please don't make this happen. Bharata should not meet Rama. You and I will feel so bad, isn't it? And we'll feel angry for Indra Devata. Such a beautiful thing is going to happen. Bharata is going to go and meet Ramchandraji. The entire retinue, mothers, ministers, everybody are walking such a long distance. They are traveling to meet Rama and take him back to Ayodhya. What an amount of, and we are talking so much about love and affection and that reverence and everything. And then this fellow comes in between, putting one small drop of tamarind into a pure milk. He is coming to this one, Bhetana hoi, please don't allow them to meet. Why? Because Ramu Sankochi Prema Basa Bharata Sapema Payodhi. If they meet, Bhagavan Ramchandraji is so vulnerable by nature for pure love. He is so vulnerable for pure love, pure devotion, pure bhakti. Bharata sa prema payodhi. While Bharata is an ocean of affection. He is a very embodiment of love. And when Bharata meets Ramchandraji, Ramchandraji is so vulnerable that he might even give up that particular project and return back with Bharata. Then what will happen to Ravana? What will happen to my seat? Therefore, Bani baat begarana chahati kariya chatanu chalu sodhi. Look at that. He says, we have at least accomplished this much to bring Ramchandra here, and furthermore we have to somehow accomplish the project of killing Ravana. And all this much we have done so much, and suddenly Bharata comes and is threatening. How? Oh my God, do something. Kariya Jatanu, please do some, in modern language, hook or crook, we say, isn't it? Do something. Some chala you do. Chalu sodhi, do so that Bharata and Rama do not meet. If they meet, then for sure Rama will come back with Bharata because of the love of Bharata. Because of that love of Bharata, Rama cannot stop. Rama cannot stop him from achieving his goal. Rama will say, Bharata, come, let us go. Therefore, all our efforts will go down the drain. Therefore, some chala you do, they should not meet each other. Indra. What does Brihaspati do? We will see tomorrow. Alright? Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।